Guys, whatever you were doing this past weekend was not as fun as what I was doing. I got to sit on top 8 commentary for one of the dopest Smash tournaments literally of all time. I'm talking about Genesis number 9. It went down in beautiful San Jose. I was there. The whole squad was there. I'm talking about TK. I'm talking about Bam. I'm talking about Charles, Rod, Cone. Oh yeah, I forgot Coney doesn't go to events anymore. But that's okay because the top talent showed up to the event and they did not disappoint. Now I want to show you guys exactly how the results went for this. See this? You see this top 8? MKLeo, he won this. By now, I'm sure you're already familiar with that, but look at some of these people who you might not have expected to have some amazing placements. My man, Mute Ace, 2nd place. Light got 3rd. Sonics showing up in 4th place above Spargo, Gluto, Akola, and Tweak. That's crazy. Now, there are some important things to note with this, right? This was actually Tweak's first top 8 appearance ever in any Genesis that he's competed in. Akola keeps his streak alive, of course, presenting himself in any top 8 he plays in, whether it be Japan, America, Europe, wherever that kid goes. But Sonics, I think, was the story of this tournament as well, along with Mute Ace. 2 really strong performances by them. I mean, Mute going all the way. We haven't seen a Peach perform like this since Samsora, okay? So it's really good to see some consistency from Peach make its return, and I hope Mute continues to have success. I mean, Mute did beat Leo in winners finals before inevitably losing in the grand final set number 2. Sonics. A lot of people say Sonic single-handedly extended this tournament's viewing experience by like an hour and a half. I disagree with that, although him versus Gluto is probably the last match we really needed, just given the nature of the characters. He had a good performance, and he was doing a lot of really sweet things against Leo that kind of forced Leo to get that reverse 3-0 in winner semis. So kudos to Sonics, but I do want to talk about the actual gameplay itself a little bit. I want to show you something real quick, because this is actually a fun fact. T, who ended up getting, I think, 9th at this tournament. Did you guys know that T actually had a kidney stone the night before, had to go to the hospital at like 4 a.m., show up to the tournament and then compete? He took MKLeo to game 5, even with all that going on. Took MKLeo to game number 5. Now, granted, Leo tapped that ass in game number 5, but the fact that this man could compete at that level with that injury, I got to give T a lot of love, man. He's one of my favorite Japanese players, just players all around for a reason. But let's fast forward ahead. Let's look at the top 8, because a lot of people are like, well, MKLeo is essentially inevitable, right? Like, there's no way he's just not going to go ahead and get another title. He is Mr. Genesis. We call him that for a reason. I mean, look at this picture, man. Look at this picture. He got 5 of them things, man. G4, 5, 6. Mars got 7. But he got G8 and now G9. That's a pretty dope-ass collection of events. But I want to show you guys the turning point, I believe, was this tournament. It was in losers finals versus Light. Light had already won the first 2, and he was on the verge of getting the 3-0 over Leo, somebody he routinely admits gives him a hard time. And then look at this. Look at the confidence he has to still play with. What a parry right there out the corner. Gets the grab, clean back air, and then look at this. Light smart. Up until that point, going super low had worked out for Light, but Leo maybe saving a trump card to get that smooth edge guard and force another game. And let me tell you something, yet again, another reverse 3-0 from Leo. He did not lose from that point. Boom! So you add Light to the hit list. Tap that ass for the next 2 games. Light's my boy, but it is what it is. And then you move on here to grand finals. The moment. Look at the clutchness. Mute Ace had already beaten him. As I said, great spacing on the back air. You see the reserve pop off. Leo's one of those people who wins like he's done it before because he's done it a hell of a lot, okay? So I really appreciated that, but Leo ended up winning. Just look at all the love he's getting right there. Coach Lash, shouts to my boy Coach Lash. I thought that was sensational. And I feel like it was just another step in kind of writing another chapter in Genesis. So why do I feel like that? Well, Genesis is an event I've been going to since Genesis 3, okay? I missed the first 2, but I have not missed one since, okay? And honestly, with Genesis 10 going to be the big event of the next year, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it was appropriate that Leo will go into that event, you know, still Mr. Genesis, still defending that crown, because you know it's going to be absolutely insane. J-Mook, on the other hand, continues to prove why Melee, honestly, ever evolving. It really is ever evolving. J-Mook actually won that event, so kudos to J-Mook. He was in grand finals last year, but he didn't close it out. This year, he did get it done, so I got to give J-Mook some big love and some big credit on that one, you know what I'm saying? Now, the only thing I didn't like really about the whole Melee portion of the event at Genesis was the fact Melee doubles was on Sunday. I feel like that ate up so much time that made the viewing experience for Ultimate for like East Coasters and Europeans ass, if I'm being quite honest. Finished doubles on Saturday. I get it, maybe because he had Armado on commentary, he wanted to do something a little special, okay? He's special, and his ass will still be just as special on Saturday. Just my opinion, folks, just my opinion. But nonetheless, I did love to see the fact that Ultimate had some very strong, good viewership. But there was a play from a former Genesis champion that was so dope, I had to put it in here. He wasn't top 8ing. He didn't top 8 the event. He got 9th. But my man Mars, look how Mars absolutely neuters the buzz in this.
Oh, il a tué le violet.
Il a plus de Pikmin.
I can't understand what they're saying, but the hype is so real. You don't need a language. You don't need a translator, bro. You don't need a translator. When he's chasing his ass that way. It did go to game 5, but I think Mars 2-stocked him in the final encounter. So shouts to my man Mars, who's actually staying with me right now, for getting the job done on the buzz. That was my favorite play. Okay, that was easily my favorite play. But the gameplay wasn't the only thing taking place at Genesis. There were some interesting moments. Here's one that I did notice. Now, I want to point this out because this was a lot of discourse on Twitter, okay? Riddles' controller spike, okay? Right there.
Oh la manette.
You might have missed it. It was kind of quick. Let me run that back. You might have missed it because it was kind of quick, okay?
Un contre comme ça. En tout cas,
Boom. Look at that. Now, a lot of people said, oh, this is inappropriate, this is immature, this is not cool, it's not a good look. You know what I say to all those people? Shut the f up. All this is a passionate player who's godlike, getting frustrated that he didn't live up to his own high expectations. This guy's representing his country, his organization, himself, all his fans. It happens, bro. It happens. I played sports a lot. You think I didn't get upset when I missed a tackle? All right? And let me tell you something. Throwing a helmet's going to do a lot more damage than a controller. And guess what? I was aiming at somebody. I was an angry guy. Okay? And then, you know, Riddles had a little bit of a bout, but he's back on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I want to actually show you guys this real quick. I want to show you guys this, okay? Because he reactivated his Twitter. He's in good spirits. And look at that. Gets a picture with it. All I see right there is 2 goats. Go ahead, Riddles. And don't let anybody shame you for showing passion and emotion for yourself. But there is somebody who does need to be shamed, and they're not in this picture. And it's not this guy, IBDW. No, 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 no. Look at this quote tweet. Whoever just yelled something about Cody's girlfriend, I don't know what it was, but you should shut the up, douchebag. IBDW quote tweets and responds, come say that shit to my face, pussy. Whoever that incel was, I'm gonna make sure you're ostracized at events, you effing weirdo. I appreciated that. One thing about IBDW I've grown to appreciate is this guy speaks his mind, okay? He speaks his mind and he doesn't back down. And you know what? You know you got a strong fan base when they actually got a picture of said offenders. This dude right here in the red, mask on, hat low. Those probably aren't even prescription glasses. It's a ruse. He's gonna show up to the next tournament with none of this on and probably shave his head. But you can't let this kind of shit slide, okay? I don't exactly know what the comment was, but I do know yelling anything about somebody's girlfriend while they're performing on stage is just whack, bro. It's just whack, it's lame, and I hope, you know, I don't know if it's gonna be a ban-worthy offense, but hopefully that guy gets a stern talking to and learns to shut the hell up. And my final Genesis recap moment I want to kind of put in your brains. This is somebody who doesn't shut up. This is my man Moki right here. He tweets out, whatever, I'm annoyed. Melee has some of those bitch-made top players. Too big of an ego to play mains on ranked. Throwing tantrums over ranks. Not supporting locals and expecting them to support you? Going on airplane mode. Peace. Reads like a Leffen tweet, but it's not Leffen, it's Moki. Mr. Third place in Melee at Genesis. He was talking about Mango. He was talking about Mango. Mango displeased with his ranking position. He got third behind Amsa and Zane. So, you know, for somebody who's given a lot to the game and feels like he got shafted a little bit, I understand, you know, Mango made some tweets and they weren't all really well received, but that's just what happens when you're at the top, when you're in the spotlight. People are going to have issues. And Moki, you know, a very passionate tweet here. This is one thing I will say about Smashers. They don't hold grudges. Because look at this shit. Literally a day later, they're all good. Now, personally, I have to think it has something to do with this, okay? I think it has more so to do with the fact that the Eagles absolutely spanked the crap out of their opponents, okay? So Mango was in a good mood. Moki just got third. He was in a good mood. Everything just aligned to create a really happy ending to Genesis, at least on the Melee side. And ultimately a good ending to Ultimate side as well. I mean, it was super entertaining from start to finish. The talent was in full effect. We had some rising stars show up. We had obviously some old consistent old guard hold down the fort, mainly talking about Leo right there. And it was just a good thing to overall enjoy. Hopefully you guys got to watch it. If not, check out the YouTube videos. Those are some of the best gameplay you can find, and Genesis remains one of the best tournaments in the business. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a recap, some of my favorite moments, some of my funny moments, and of course, as per usual, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite moment of Genesis down below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace!